Hello, I hope everyone is having a great day. This is Andrew here. Today, I wanted to go over, and Sophia, she's here too, wanted to go over Yahweh, the book of knowledge, the keys of Enoch. Okay? So, I have always been interested with this book for many years now. Finally decided to get a copy. So, in total, there are 622 pages with a couple maps. All right. It also comes with a sheet that is the 5 basic steps for new readers of the Keys of Enoch. So what we'll do is we'll go over the 5 basic steps. And if you're thinking about getting a copy, maybe this will help encourage you. Okay. So the keys, this is step 1. The keys are meant to be experienced. Not every word needs to be understood. Also, some will delve deeply or have a better understanding of a certain keys and others different ones. Step 2. There are many new terms and concepts within the keys. Therefore, there is a glossary at the end of the book. We do encourage you to take time to review it. Step 3. The cosmic pictures we call cosmograms illustrate the meaning of several of the keys, and you will find it is important to think in pictures with color, as well as use sounds to build a language that gives a taste of multi-dimensional life. Step 4. Many of the keys have become scientific discoveries. Feel free to Google some of the concepts that you want to know more about to understand what is being said. Step 5. Read and reread the keys. In fact, you don't have to read it cover to cover, but simply open it to a chapter and page and see what that page provides you. So this says at the very bottom, it's not a step, but in addition, we have music for everyone, from instrumental to classical to sacred chants. Please go to our website at keysofenoch.org to find music, graphic DVDs, and expositions on this book. We encourage everyone to take time. So yeah, blessings in the name of the Most High God and the cosmic Christ, the Christ of Yahweh. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So, I'll do a couple of videos on this. That's the first page. You have your prologue. And then an introduction. Okay? Your introduction. Let's see what else is here. You have the creative mind as the center of this universe is known as Lord, King, and Redeemer. We live in a many and one universe. You have that. The creations which survive are creations which desire that the species gather life and light into the image and similitude of the higher evolution, which is the living universe. You have that. What I'll do is I'll just go through and show y'all some of the photos, The keys to the living biophysical and astrophysical universe are the living light pyramids of life existing within every structure, within every field of creation. I think that's pretty cool. The key to the pyramid / sphinx is in the middle of Earth, is the high frequency solar vehicle given in the symbol of the lion / sun, and in the symbolic structure of the space-time pyramid, which gives to all levels of evolution in our zone the mathematical astronomical keys to the surrounding higher evolution. And it has a photo. The divine is the mind face of a loving Father rejoicing in his creation. There's so much stuff in here. I saw one about the landlines. Model of transition through the consciousness time zone. I'll let you look at that. So I can go over that because it might be curious to some of you. Number 1, electromagnetic magnetodynamite changes begin to take place prior to entering a null zone, to move to a life zone of gravitational compression into a larger spectrum. Number 2, teleshift light fields modulate our consciousness time zone, enabling our mind to adapt to the new light frequency. Number 3, linkage between spin orientation and gravitational energy, breaking magnetic field structures for the body. Number 4, inner MHD fields modulate geophysical time warp areas, creating new time zones. Number 5, fixed orbital energies act as the core structure, the cornerstone, controlling the Earth's encapsulated crystal field. Number 6, change of double helix ionization models in Earth gravitation mapping. Number 7, mutual programming between matter and muon waves, spectre and spectra, making the body invisible. Number 8, the final process of the space-time overlap, completing the interfacing of two evolutionary structures, resulting in new life changes on the most basic atomic and molecular levels. Number 9, freely circumnavigating life structure, which has been modulated out of 3D life cycle to enter new levels of creation. Wow. To break that down, so let's say point A in New York, you go to point B in London or wherever. So this is something, they call it, time lapse, flight lag, where your body feels off. But time, you got to think about what is time, right? So who created time, right? And going through those fields, what it did to your body, right? The waves. Because you think about it, I mean, everything's frequency, right? We are part of a larger vehicle, which evolves into the next order of evolution in a pillar of light, which establishes a light zone where life within cannot be absorbed into the destructive anti-universe. And then this has a bunch of Hebrew right there. And let me know what you think in the comments. If there's a certain chapter, I can go over the chapters and kind of tell you what they're about, and if one interests you, we'll go over it. But there's just so much here. So I'll say a couple different things. Like, now, I am just reading what's in the book. You know, I may not personally believe in it. I'm just reflecting what the book is saying. Okay. So I'll go to this part. The second key is saying that the creative mind exists not only as Lord, Adonai, but as King, Melech, and as Redeemer, Messiah. This means that the mind itself does not have to become incarnate in order to act as King or Redeemer. The mind can stay where it is and program the Redeemer, Messiah, into any teacher of light. The mind can stay where it is and program it into any master, such as Osiris, David, or Jataka, the kingship of Yahweh's sovereign energies. There was a really it had the landlines on it, but this here is one. I think that. And let me know in the comments, I can go back over whatever. The keys to future government come with the seraphim and the brotherhood. So what I've understood, so like in Hebrew or whatever, seraphim, the I am part makes it plural. Now if it was just seraph, it would be singular. So seraphim is plural, multiple. They tell us, rejoice, children of uprightness and light. The kingdom of light comes quickly. To the keys to future government come with the seraphim and the brotherhood. So there's just so much stuff in here. It goes over Metatron, it goes over Metatron's cube, it just goes over so much. Like, literally just so much. It's a great book. You know, it goes over the pyramids. It goes over truly, it's really good, right? You know, it's kind of pricey. And even if you want me to read this whole thing, let me know and we'll break it down in segments and we can go over it. You know, I'll do a couple on this and then I have many books that I want to center around the occult or just rare finds or books that cost a lot, that not everybody can buy just because of the cost. So if there's a book that you want uh, me to talk about, let me know and we can go over it together. But yeah, I'll break this down on my next video, and we can take a look at it. The Book of Knowledge, the Keys of Enoch. But it's something where I would literally advise to be in a place mentally, just blocking everything out where you can take it in, right? This is the ancient land of the dove, and it has a map of Australia. So, now the plates. Plate 1, the pyramidal capstone of light, coordinating the victory of the scriptures of light through the feminine energy of the scroll of Esther. And that's something else we'll get into, is the feminine energy, right? Because we've always been kind of indoctrinated with mostly male energy, but it's a balance, and feminine and male. And then plate 2, platinum crystal hemisphere with 1,000 crystal facets, many of them resolved into single atoms. And it's something with like crystals and stuff, how it welcomes spiritual entities to you. Plate 14, the sacred grid in Central America. I mean, dude, there's so much. So much. But yeah, that's the take on the Book of Yahweh, the Keys of Enoch. I can go through chapter reading it. It's just a thick book. But let me know what you want, and we'll do it. Peace.